Business and Bourbon.
This is a first for us. This is our post Business and Bourbon ATL live event. The world-renowned master chef, my guy Stephen C. Beatty, stole the goddamn show.
And that's what Business and Bourbon does. It allows you to showcase your business. So as a small business owner, I was able to introduce my product to the world.
This is not a networking event. This is an experience. We want to bring people together to build community, to build connection. And I'm going to randomly call somebody over. Mr. Smith, come on over here. What was that experience like for you?
This was one of the most enlightening experiences I've been to this year.
Pop Secret Safe Marriages. If your marriage is on the fritz, put some Pop Secret on that chicken. You only got two jobs on this earth. Either you're planting seeds or you're watering seeds that someone else is planting. It's not my job to take them across the finish line. I just need to give them a drink of water.
All right, Business and Bourbon, where we have real talk with real people. And this is a first for us, man. We're sitting down. This is our post Business and Bourbon ATL live event. And you guys, what you're hearing is that beautiful ambient noise of our attendees to the Business and Bourbon live event here in Atlanta. It was amazing. It was fire. And
it was off the hook.
Off the hook.
Hang the phone up.
Who's that voice you hear? Who's that voice? Let me go ahead and introduce you guys to the world-renowned master chef extraordinaire. I got my boy, Stephen C. Beatty, in the house for our companion podcast recording live at Business and Bourbon Live. What's happening, Steve?
Yo, what's good, man? Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. For you guys that don't know, yeah, we did. We kicked off our Southeast tour here in Atlanta on my birthday, and it was crazy. But let me tell you something. My guy Stephen C. Beatty, look him up, stole the goddamn show. I'm like, yo, this is my birthday. Let me get some love. And you stepped in and killed it. Man, what a tremendous job today, man. I'm so grateful and so just, man, in honor of your talent and what you did for this audience today, man.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I think where we were like a superhero league. Like, you do what you do, and that's bringing people together, inspiring people, motivating people. And I just come on the back end, and I'd supply to some great food and entertainment, and put those two forces together. I mean, it's a win-win. Like, and no better two people to do it than me and you.
Man, I'm telling you. What you guys don't know behind the scenes here is let me just put it this way. You can do business with anyone. Guys, you can do business with anyone. But the key to doing great business is finding people that you have great alignment with, where your approach to business, your approach to life, where you have alignment there, man. And when you do that, magic happens. Like tonight, we had some magic happen. Would you agree?
Yo, I mean, I wish that more people could have been here, but I love the fact that it was a destination and not an option for people. And people found out tonight that if you waited too long, you didn't have access.
Hey, that's the truth. Listen, guys, when we talk about this stuff, when we're like, hey, listen, get your ticket now because you don't want to be left out. This is not marketing rhetoric. Like, what we want to create is an experience, guys. This is not a networking event. This is an experience. We want to bring people together to build community, to build connection, and to do that, we create a tremendous experience with my man Steve holding it down, and then we bring in this tremendous panel, and we bring in people that just have so much wisdom, and this magical thing happens, man, where people just really vibe, and they have not just a great time, but they build a connection, and that's what it's about.
It's one of those things where you can't put a price tag on it. And you look at like some of the heavy hitters that was in the room that was able just to download different disciplines of sales, of presentation, of social media, of customer service, and just the overall experience of this. Like, I don't think people understand. You can't put a price on that. And it's not cookie cutter. You can't just say, oh, well, I'll look up so-and-so and go to theirs. No, this thing is so original. Under one roof, like, you can't just say, well, I'll just go and get a knockoff version. No, there ain't no Dollar Tree version of this.
No, sir. In fact, you know what? Impromptu, we've got a bunch of folks right now connecting, having a good time, having a conversation post-event, and I'm gonna randomly call somebody over and let's see what they thought, Steve. Mr. Smith, come on over here. You are live to who's ever listening on the Business and Bourbon podcast. You have just been to a Business and Bourbon Atlanta event. What was that experience like for you?
This was one of the most enlightening experiences I've been to this year. Great to be back again live, and the breadth of experience was amazing. Thank you so much for the libations to loosen up everybody's tongues.
Love it. Thank you, my friend. See, that's what it's about. Steve, what was your favorite part about today's event?
You know, I would say after this whole pandemic, seeing people smile and laugh. There's people who haven't seen each other in a while, and they got a chance to catch up. But there were some first-timers in the rooms that you could literally see their eyes like being enlightened. They were a deer in the headlights, and they were like, what did I sign up for? And so this is my second one. So I get a chance to kind of vibe off the last one, and I got a chance to see some people. They was walking around, and I don't think they knew what they signed up for. It wasn't just normal appetizers. It was world-class cuisine. It wasn't just normal inspirational speakers. It was leaders, in the field. And so, and the list goes on. And I think it wasn't such a tight agenda that people actually got a chance to interact, exchange business cards, and give and share best practices also. So this is one of those things, if you're serious about business and growing your field and your discipline, you need to sign up and be here for the next one.
No doubt, man. For me, just seeing the local business support, we offer a local business sponsorship opportunity. And the local business sponsorship, essentially what it is an opportunity for them to get their business showcased. We're not charging them anything more for it. They just get a book of tickets where they can use to invite some of their clients, or they can have some of their team members come out. But the focus behind that, Steve, for me is to really give them a platform, because our platform is about community. It's about building these local communities. It's about doing better business, and I want those local businesses to get shine. So for me, with so many great things that happened tonight, that's kind of the highlight for me, is to see how many of those small businesses showed up, how many of them got shine and will continue to get shine through our Buy Local program, and really just the impact that we can make and we have make in these local communities. That's what it's about. Listen, I'm happy to have national folks that want to get involved with us. Hey, if you're a national brand, you want to get involved with us, come holler at us. We are very happy to have you involved. But at the end of the day, we're always going to be community-based. And that's the difference between what we're doing here, and nothing against your local Chamber of Commerce, but your local Chamber of Commerce is a bunch of sales guys trying to sell each other stuff. We're over here trying to build business relationships. We're trying to build community. We're trying to grow together, not at the expense of others. So going into the next event, what are you excited about?
I love the response, because obviously media is going to be flooded with, all the selfies that everyone was taking, everyone being tagged. But I love the fact that going into it, that the foundation has been set. And so I think it's going to be a great time building, and the energy in the room, I think it's going to be so much higher than it is right now.
No doubt. I can't wait to see what the momentum that we build from this. But let's introduce you a little bit more to the audience. I mean, a lot of folks know you because they know that we ride together, man. But you've done a whole lot, man, and I know you're a humble dude, but I want people to know. When I was talking to folks during the experience today, I'm telling them to a person, I'm like, y'all got to understand, and I will say this because you won't say it, but I'm going to say it. I'm like, y'all in the presence of genius. Like, this is a tremendous opportunity to have such a talented individual be part of this and to enjoy their art. So pay attention and enjoy it.
Listen, folks, as you can tell, we have a tremendous time on the podcast. We have such a fun time hanging out, having some cocktails and talking business. Can you imagine what that would be like in person if you were hanging out there with us in person, sitting at the table right next to me? Well, guess what? You don't have to imagine. Yeah, we're doing it. Business and Bourbon is touring, and we want you to come out and see us. What you need to do is go to businessandbourbon.live. Go ahead and enter your information into our website, and we'll let you know when we're coming to your city. What you can expect is an awesome event where other Business and Bourbon listeners in our community, we're going to come together and we're going to network. We're going to have a great time, enjoy some good whiskeys, talk a little business, and beyond. Can't wait to see you guys there. So make sure, go to businessandbourbon.live. Get your free membership. Make sure that you're in the house when I'm in your house.
So tell folks a little bit about some of the things you've done in the past.
I say humbly, and obviously, that has always been my Achilles, but I have the opportunity to represent the United States in the Culinary Olympics, where I received 2 awards of culinary excellence, 3 times, represented on the Food Network Challenge. I have had numerous awards through the American Culinary Federation. I've had numerous awards in Olympic-style competitions through the American Culinary Federation, and tons of accommodations, and the list just goes on and on. But at the end of the day, is that it's all about representing and being forward and being a trailblazer. And so that's what I'm most accomplished of being a young black man in the field of culinary arts and breaking some of those stereotypes and those molds of it not being just fried chicken. But, I've been in huge arenas and be able to hold my own. And so I love when I get the inboxes from a young man, a young lady who's inspired, because, hey, I saw you on television, or I saw you, participate in the Olympics, but I love that. I love just being able to be that role model and just embracing it from a culinary standpoint. So, that's been a little bit about the resume. But, recently launched Pop Secret, which is probably hands down, besides being a father to my children, is one of my greatest accomplishments to honor my father, the late Stephen Beatty Sr. And so people, a lot of times when they see the brand, they think that how arrogant that I wear my name, but then they don't realize I'm named after my father. So when you see the chef jackets, they got Pops on it, and the jackets, they got, his name stitch on it. I'm all about honoring his legacy. And so as a son, what greater way to give homage to, one of the old landmarks, my father. And so Pop's Secret, the seasoning line has been on fire. Yeah, and we showcase it at Business and Bourbon, and that's what Business and Bourbon does. It allows you to showcase your business. So as a small business owner, I was able to introduce, my product to the world through you.
So the folks who are listening, I want to make sure they know where they can go pick up Pop Secret. Outside of my house, it's all up in my cabinets, but where can people pick it up?
Yeah, so obviously online. So literally, if you Google my name, Stephen C. Beatty, and Pop Secret, in one phrase, it'll come up in the Etsy store. But just even through social media, links all throughout it. So if you type in my name, you can find it. It's there.
See, you know what? That's what I love about you, man, is that another reason why we vibe so much is that you're a real dude. And I'm a real dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, people may see you on TV, or they see you on different podcasts you're on, or see you on social. And I think we're trained to kind of feel like, okay, is this for real? Like, is that person? And like, you're for real. You're that dude. The stuff that you just talked about, that's who you are, man. Like, you're that dude from Ohio. Like, you were seeing, you know what I'm saying? And so, shout out to Ohio.
Yep, the O.
Well, I didn't grow up in Ohio. I'm born in Ohio, so I still got those Ohio roots. But yeah, so like all those accomplishments, and people talk about humility and being humble and all that, but a lot of times that's just cliche, man. It's all about the actions and game recognized game, man. So when folks sit down with you, whether it's at events like this, they see that just genuineness, man, that you care about people, you genuinely care about your art. And it's something you take there's great passion in it, and there's great respect for it. And so I respect the hell out of that. And I know that anyone that's in your presence sees that, man. So shout out to you, and thanks for sharing the Pop Secret too. Like, let's talk about that real quick. Like, what was the inspiration for that? What's the story behind the Pop Secret?
So my father, he had that generational flavor seasoning in his soul, like that was passed down like for generations. Everybody in my family can cook, People talk about soul food. It literally is the passion behind it, not necessarily the dish. I always try to clarify that with people. It's not the dish, it's your approach and that energy you put behind it. And so with that being said, one of my earliest memories of cooking with my father is I asked him what he was seasoning some food with it. And he said, it's a secret. And I never forgot that. Like, like it was a secret. And obviously through life and going to culinary school and trial and error, I pretty much figured out what my pops was seasoning it with. And so it just stuck. Early in my career, I would create dummy salt. It was my pops' seasoning, but you can't call it dummy salt. It's not politically correct. But I would always have that in my kitchen, some dummy salt. If a cook didn't know what to season his food with, I'd be like, yo, just grab the dummy salt, man. But, you fast forward and you want to pay homage. That was just one of the foundational, principles culinarily. It wasn't culinary school. It was being in the kitchen with my father, being in the kitchen with my mom, my aunts, my uncles, and just seeing the care and the respect that they put into taking care of family. And that's what I love about what we do, is that we take care of family. And family isn't always blood, but it's business and bourbon. That's family also. And so I love how we take care of family.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so get up there and get your Pop's secret if you don't already have it. We'll make sure and put some links in this episode and everything, but make sure you get out there and get it and use it because it's delicious. You don't need anything else. I don't think I need anything else, right?
Yeah, Pop Secret save marriages. I'm telling you right now, if your marriage is on the fritz, put some Pop Secret on that chicken. If you know that credit card statement is in the mail, put some of that Pop Secret on that. She gonna figure all about it. Before he see that Target receipt, oh, baby, have some of this chicken. Have some of this chicken. He be like, I don't care about it, baby. Go shopping tomorrow.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so listen, what's next? Other than Business and Bourbon taking over this Southeast tour, what's next for you? What's going on?
I'm at the point of my career, it's about giving back. And, me and you talked offline about scholarships. I would love to get to the point where, as Business and Bourbon, as we travel and do different things, that we could just show up at a culinary spot and just inspire some young, culinarians who's on this journey. And how nice and dope would it be just to download on them and say, hey, here's some custom chef jackets and some custom aprons and some headshots and some knives, and here's some recipes, and by the way, here's a grant for your first semester of culinary school, and just help that. Like, sometimes I don't think life has to be as difficult as it is, and I think like people like me and you have been blessed. It's only right that we pay it forward. So, because I always tell people, you only got 2 jobs on this earth: either you're planting seeds or you're watering seeds that someone else is planting. That's the only 2 jobs. That's my whole goal. I'm looking at someone's life where I see where I can put a seed of what they're passionate about, or I see something that you've done and I'm building on it, I'm watering, but then God gives the increase. That's simply. It's not my job to take them across the finish line. I just need to get them in the starting blocks, or I just need to give them a drink of water. That's it.
Listen, guys, I hope that what you're hearing on this is just our passion for this and Steve's passion for this and what it is that we're doing. So, again, this is our companion podcast live from the Business and Bourbon ATL event. You're hearing people, they don't want to leave. They're supposed to go, guys. They're supposed to be out. Like, we're supposed to be gone right now, but they don't want to leave. And
they're about to start flickering the lights.
They really are. But, this is what it's about. This is the impact. This is the experience that we're creating. So I would encourage, if you want to get involved with this and what we're doing, you need to reach out. We have some ambitions, we have some aspirations, some things that we want to do, like Steve just alluded to, some things that we want to do from a community standpoint, but we need the support of corporate to make that happen. So corporations, those of you that you know what we do, you feel what we do, you see what's going on here, if you want to get involved, you need to reach out to our team and get involved in this so that we can continue to grow this experience. And if you don't know about this experience, well, you need to know. You need to get to it. And your next opportunity is August 11th in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I can't tell you how excited I am, Steve. How you feeling?
Man, I feel good, but I think, let's go ahead and put a bookmark on that. Man, shout out to your team. Shout out to your team. I'm telling you right now, this team, they was professional, on point, organized. If anything came up, boom, they took care of it right away. I mean, a lot of times you deal with organizations and you're frustrated.
Yeah.
As being a guest, I'm telling you, it felt so good. Your team did an awesome job.
Thanks for that, Steve. And it's a lot of work, and no doubt we have some tremendous folks on the team that have got us to this point, and will continue to guide the brand. So, shout out to the many, but I will highlight our leaders in our event coordination: Shelby Irene, shout out. And Amanda Young, shout out. Y'all helped get us to the finish line today significantly, but that's what it takes. So you got to have a good team, and you got to have the support of the community. Unfortunately, we have great community support, but I'm telling you, big corporate, you guys want to be part of this. The right brands. We don't want just anybody. We want the right folks that understand what it is that we're building here and also serve our community. And our community are entrepreneurs and business professionals. If you serve them, we need to talk. All right, man, it has been a long day.
Long.
And it is not over yet. But I have enjoyed chopping it up here with my man at the end of, and see, we got to go and help some of these folks get out the door. So, all right, Steve, we good?
We good, man.
We always end every podcast with 2 words. We out. You down with me? We got this on 3? 1, 2, 3. We out.
Thank you for listening to the Business and Bourbon Podcast. Please subscribe. And if you like us, give us a 5-star rating. If you don't, have another drink. Maybe you'll feel a little bit differently. If you'd like to check out our videos, you can go to businessandbourbon.tv. That's businessandbourbon.tv. In addition to that, we're currently touring the United States with our Business and Bourbon live show. It's a fantastic show where we do whiskey education and we do some Q&A, and it's a great networking event as well. So if you'd like to attend one of our Business and Bourbon live events, you can go to businessandbourbon.live. Again, that's businessandbourbon.live. Thanks again for listening. We'll catch you the next time.